so I can see some text if anybody says anything. Waiting. Anytime now. There she goes. All right. So, welcome back. I'm going to get into the rear axle. This should be a fairly quick build for the most part. There's not a lot to this. Let's see, where are my rear axles? One. Should be what I need there. Go ahead and get this open. This is the first thing we need to jump into. Slide you, because it's basically the same build as the front axle with less to deal with because you don't have knuckles and all that stuff. Okay. Okay. Got myself a new rag. Okay. What are you doing, Katie girl? Okay. And yes, I did. Now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot to grease up the gears. Did the bearings, but I didn't do the gears. So I'm going to have to pop that third member off on that anywho. Got to be careful. You don't cross thread. These are little screws, aluminum, and or strip it out if you over tighten. A little bit of thread lock and a nice finger snug, and you are good to go. Oh yeah, that's nice. And these are the caps. So I'll have to, like I say, get. Well, these are M3 by 10. Yeah, these ones are 2.5s. Some thread locker. Need a little bit on here. Okay. Okay. 4. What's up, J-Man? I am working on the rear axle for the H10 Origin build from Vanquish. I finally decided it was time to get onto my build. If I'm going to go to the gauntlet and have it with me, I need to build it. Yeah, so far it's been a pretty simple build. Of course, I built an optic last fall. It was a very simple, pretty simple, easy build. Nothing, was wrong. No issues. Not missing anything. So all that was in good shape. That was all pretty good. Okay. Oh, I gotta put the axles in first. Now my bearing. Another axle. Another bearing. Okay. A little bit of thread locking these holes. How you doing this evening, J-Man? Should say this afternoon. Now, the one thing I don't have is any really tiny scale bolts. So, Johnny getting noisy out there. Not sure if you guys can hear him, but I'm assuming you probably can a little bit. My rooster. Okay. Get some real small, short scale bolts. Right on. You do a lot of the 18th. I haven't gotten anything smaller than a 10th, like an 18th or 12th or even or a 24th even. Although I've considered it. Maybe something to play with at work when it's slow, but it won't be that for a while, I don't believe. I think we're going to be pretty busy for a bit. Okay. Okay. Scores. These for now. Okay, let's nab a few picks. What's up, Trax? Welcome back. Yeah, back at it. I'm going to be just about done with this one, and I'm going to be closing this video off here in a few seconds or a minute or two, and then probably go get the birds fed because it's almost 4:30, and get myself and the cat fed, and then when I get back in, I'll jump into the transmission build. That would be the next build. What do we got here? Android 15, huh? We'll leave that for the moment. I don't want to dig with it too much. Like I said in the setup, I want to do a video for each section, so it's all broke down into videos of each build area. So if somebody's doing a build along, or they want to just watch some stuff, make sure they're doing everything right, they've never built before. Man, those welds do look nice. And they can have a kind of a watch me do it kind of guide. Not like I'm the only one, there's a bunch of people doing them. Okay. These four can go over here with that. That can go over there. And there we go. One rear axle built. Now I should go ahead while I'm waiting, or not really while I'm waiting, but pull out the front and see. Yeah, I can get that off. 'Cause I haven't put the side stuff in yet. Forgot to oil up my gears. And unlike the rear, there is no yeah, she should be pretty nice. I do plan on running it. I'm not building a shelf queen. I know the 24s and the 18s or so used to be cheaper to upgrade when they first come out, but I also know for many reasons, but for all of them, prices on upgrades for these things, because they become so popular, have also went up in that respect. So that's tit for tat, if you will, on the cost. Oh, crap. Oh, that moved. That should come out. Might have to loosen this up a little bit. those to get out. Pain in my arse. Don't forget the grease things. Definitely want to make sure this stuff does not pop off. Ouch. Small cramp on my foot. The artiste. Sacre bleu. I might have been a musical artiste. I'm not a manufacturing or fabricating artist, although I probably could be. I'm gonna put my mind to it. I can, fab up some crap and make it work. All right, it must be that. I don't think that thing was really being held in there. Oh, dumbass. It's not going to slide out because the axle shafts are in there holding it. Derpy derp. Now, okay. Yeah, these are some actually really nice pieces of kit. I wasn't going to buy one when I seen it released, but I knew there wouldn't be many of them. Even with them doing, batch sales since the initial release, there's still probably only 300 out there, maybe. So it is, pretty much limited edition. Even though there, other things will come out, nothing else will be an H10 origin. And it looks like sales on them are slowing down. I say that because they just did a batch release a couple days ago. And there was, as of yesterday, still 2 units for sale. They had 2 in the batch to sell out, so it slowed down as far as ordering, it looks like. That's right, these ain't that tight of a nut fitting. Okay, now my front's greased, back's greased, both are assembled. It's in here. Okay. That back in. You back on. Shoo. My, woo, do, 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 my, Sharona. All right, front and rear axles. Finet. Grab another quick pick. Okay, so with that being done, set these aside. Thank you all for showing up. And it's kind of pain in the ass. I don't. Yeah, you guys might be able to just leave the video up, and then when I start the next one, it may start. I don't know. I'm not sure how this works. Yeah, sub, please do. Thank you. But I'm gonna be taking off. You know, not taking off, but shutting this video down. Go ahead and go get everybody fed, including myself, or at least some a little bit of food to eat this afternoon. And then start up to bag C, which is our transmission build. So I got to get a few things out and ready for that and get things set up so get that tranny built. That's where the motor goes in. Part of the deal. Bunch of scale bolts I'm going to be trying to throw in here. I might even do a little painting on the case before I did it, make some of it silver and kind of make it look a little bit more scale appropriate before I get too froggy throwing it in. But anyways, yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you're just checking it out and it's later on, not live obviously, hit that like, that share, the subscribe button, and join me in, I don't know, an hour. What is this, 4:42? See, I say 6 o'clock. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and I'll start the next video and we'll get into this tranny build and make things happen from there. We will talk at you guys in a little while. So thanks for hanging out and we'll see you in a bit. Now I got to be quiet and just wait. So it should be 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, I'll be back in Cali time.